If you're not already wealthy, this lane isn't meant for you. The door closed before you even reach the handle. The inheritor didn't hustle, didn't gamble, didn't strategize. They simply won the genetic jackpot. Cosmic lottery? Astronomically unfair luck. Born into money. Literally launched into existence by a rich person's DNA. No grindset, no blueprint. Just instant access to beachfront estates and private chefs. It's like winning the lottery without ever knowing a lottery existed. Then getting irritated because your chauffeur chose the scenic route home. Now people love to jump in with, well, actually, it's not that simple. They'll argue that being handed everything can hollow you out, soften your edge, drain ambition, turn money into monopoly paper. And sure, maybe there's a sliver of truth in that. Maybe. But let's be honest. It's hard to feel deep sympathy for someone wrestling with existential dread while teeing off on hole 7, rocking a Rolex tan line, mimosa in hand. Even a crisis of meaning stinks a little less when you're driving a Lambo to an 18-hole round on a Tuesday morning. The average Joe. This path to wealth hinges on 2 variables: how you define rich and how quickly you want to arrive. If rich means yachts and penthouses, keep scrolling. But if rich means stability, home ownership, and not flinching every time you open your banking app, this route actually delivers. Average Joe plays it safe. He goes to school, follows the rules, maybe stresses over algebra more than necessary. He heads to college, collects a couple of student loans, survives an unpaid internship, where he masters the sacred arts of printer repair and coffee retrieval. Eventually, he lands a real job, salary, benefits, the whole package, and begins the long ascent. Over 4 decades, Joe climbs rung by rung, promotion by promotion, tax return by tax return. He doesn't get rich fast, but he does get richer, slowly, predictably, securely. Somewhere along the way, he buys a house, starts a 401k, takes family vacations to resorts with all-inclusive buffets, and builds a life that's comfortable and dependable. By 65, the average American who follows this script retires with a net worth around $1.8 million. Not yacht money, but not nothing. Enough to live well, sleep peacefully, and spoil the grandkids just a little. It's not flashy. It's the long game, and it works. The Memecoin millionaire. You're 16. It's way too late for a school night. Lights off, half asleep. Then your phone buzzes. Bro, buy this coin, now. You squint at the screen, click the link. The name pops up. Boner. You laugh. Of course it's called Boner. Every degenerate coin has a ridiculous name, and somehow that makes it feel more trustworthy. You hesitate for exactly 2 seconds, shrug, and throw in $100. The same guy put you onto Fart Rocket last month, and you made lunch money, so why not? You hit confirm, toss your phone on the charger, and pass out. Fast forward a month. You're doom scrolling when a finance bro in a tank top screams into your feed. Not financial advice, but Boner just pumped 69% overnight. I'm fully erect, fully invested. You blink. Boner? That sounds familiar. Did you buy that? You open your crypto app, half laughing. You scroll through your graveyard of forgotten trash coins, and there it is. Boner. You tap the chart. It's not up, it's vertical. Green candles stacked like skyscrapers. You refresh. The number updates. Your $100 isn't $120. It's not even a few grand. It's $4 million. You sit there, jaw hanging open, realizing you accidentally won the internet. You are now a multimillionaire because you YOLO'd into a coin named after a penis. You've peaked. There is no topping this. So naturally, like any financially enlightened teenage crypto genius, you immediately buy an M4. The entrepreneur. You've tried everything. Dropshipping, dead in 3 months. A clothing brand, launched with hype, sold 3 hoodies, 2 to your mom. a TikTok growth agency, never even finished the website. But through every flop, every awkward pitch, every time you checked your bank account and saw 2 digits, you stayed locked in. Not from blind optimism, but because the alternative made your skin crawl. College debt, a cubicle, 40 years in the same office chair slowly decaying under fluorescent lights. Absolutely not. You'd rather starve chasing something real than be fed doing something dead. So you sacrifice stability. You ditch the guaranteed paycheck. You cut costs to the bone. 2-minute noodles, black coffee, a crusty laptop in your bedroom. You teach yourself code through YouTube tutorials and brute force your way through half-baked startup ideas until one finally sticks. And then, finally, it does. You launch an app that lets people communicate with their dog. Does it actually work? Debatable. But the marketing slaps. Downloads climb, a big tech company notices. Suddenly there's an offer. $2 million, out of nowhere. After the late nights, the failed hustles, the ramen dinners, you did it. You're free. You could relax now, take a vacation, buy something stupid and shiny. But you don't, because the victory was never the money. It was the grind. Every path here exposes the same truth from a different angle. Money changes circumstances, not character. The inheritor coasts, the average Joe endures, the meme-coin millionaire stumbles into absurd fortune, and the entrepreneur bleeds for optionality. Wealth isn't just about how much you have. It's about how you got there, what it cost you internally, and whether you'd still move the same way if the money vanished tomorrow. The OnlyFans chick. This one might be the most dangerous play on the board, because if OnlyFans doesn't work, there's no graceful exit, no quiet reset, no slipping back into a standard job interview pretending nothing happened. If it fails, you've permanently uploaded your naked body to the internet for free, forever. That's not a stumble. That's basement level, lights off, barrel scraping failure. And the barrel, it's cracked and leaking. It's the modern equivalent of shoving every chip you own onto a single poker hand. Except the table is public, the audience is infinite, and there's a non-zero chance your grandma stumbles across it on Facebook. That said, it's not all despair. The upside is obscene. The top 1% are printing money at industrial scale. Take Sophie Rain, reportedly out-earned every single NBA player last year. Let that sink in. Primetime games, endorsements, highlight reels, and she still cleared more by posting spicy content from her living room. So, yes, it's reckless, but if you win, it's wildly lucrative. Here's the part no one advertises. Real money on OnlyFans isn't just about looks. It's relentless marketing, personal branding, non-stop content, fan psychology, paid DMs, emotional leverage, parasocial finesse, and somehow still finding time to moisturize. To clear more than $20,000 a month, you need to sit in the top 1% globally. That's Olympic-level digital hustling. For the other 99%, they bear themselves completely, raw, exposed, unfiltered. And the internet collectively shrugs and says, "Nah, we're good." The NPC. The NPC is the silent workhorse. No flash, no flex, just discipline. You go to school, head down, do what's expected, then clock out. Not because you're chasing passion, but because that's the script. You graduate, slide straight into a job, and the grind begins. You work every day, sometimes 2 jobs, sometimes 7 days a week. You don't complain, you don't party, you don't chase dopamine or spend money trying to impress people who don't even notice. You just work. Quietly, methodically, relentlessly. Your life runs on routine. You don't eat out unless there's a coupon. Your wardrobe is TEU, thrifted, or clearance rack Target. You live on rice, frozen vegetables, and whatever protein was marked down at the end of the aisle. You budget like survival depends on it, because it kind of does. Every dollar has a job. Every unnecessary purchase is a betrayal of the mission. You're not trying to live your best life in your 20s. You're trying to buy freedom. And here's the twist. After 15, maybe 20 years of this, you succeed. By 40, you're debt-free, mortgage-free. Your investments quietly generate enough cash to sustain your intentionally simple life. No mansion, no Tesla, but no boss either. You live in a small, paid-off home. Your days belong to you. You read, you play games, you take long walks without checking the time. Wait, you're rich. Wait, you're rich? You're 23. You're absurdly attractive. Runway cheekbones. 300,000 followers. A skincare routine that costs more than most people's rent. And now you're engaged to the love of your life. A charming, wise, slightly older gentleman. He's 75. He has stage 4 cancer. And he calls you Angel, even when he forgets your name. When people ask why you're marrying him, you smile sweetly. Because I love him. Age is just a number, and technically, so is a bank balance. Everyone knows what's happening. His friends know, his nurses know. The waiter at your engagement dinner definitely knows. But you hold the performance. When his adult children quietly mention his $100 million estate, you widen your eyes and gasp like you just discovered Santa Claus is real. Oh my God, I had no idea. Oscar-worthy. They roll their eyes. You roll with it. This strategy is nearly fail-proof if you make it to the finish line. No business risk, no taxes to optimize, no startup capital. The asset is already secured. You're not investing, you're inheriting. But don't pretend it's easy. You can't just Google how to find a dying billionaire. There's no playbook, no mentorship program, no YouTube accelerator for rich elderly men. And when the will is signed, the final breath is taken, and the dust settles. Congratulations. You just executed one of the oldest wealth transfer plays in history. It's not glamorous, it's not ethical, but it is brutally effective. Just don't overdo it at the funeral. You've got a yacht party to plan. The gambler. You step into the casino, nerves humming, palms damp, fully aware the odds are stacked against you. The familiar siren song pulls you toward roulette. You drop $100 on black. The wheel spins. The ball clicks. Silence, then black. You're at $200. Most people would walk. Most people would pocket the win. But you're not most people. You double down. Black again. $200 becomes $400. Your hands start to shake. Not from fear, but from momentum. The most dangerous drug in the room. Again. And again. $400 to $800. $800 to $1,600. The crowd forms. Eyes lock in. You feel invincible. Untouchable, chosen. In this moment, you're convinced you've cracked the code, because luck feels exactly like skill right before it disappears. My comment. Every one of these paths exposes the same uncomfortable reality. Wealth isn't moral, fair, or evenly distributed. It's situational. Some inherit it. Some endure for decades. Some stumble into absurd luck. Some sacrifice everything for autonomy. And some mistake momentum for mastery. The real question isn't how people get rich. It's whether they're still standing, sane, and self-respecting once the money finally shows up. The gambler. Final spin. A lunatic calmly shoving his entire stack onto black. Every single time. The crowd thickens, whispers rising with each spin. This isn't gambling anymore, it's theater, a spectacle. $100 snowballs into more than $800,000. You've done the impossible. You've humiliated the house in a way statistics insist shouldn't exist. 13 blacks in a row. The table goes dead silent. The dealer stares at you like you've invoked something ancient and unholy. Sweat soaks through your shirt. The pit boss suddenly finds your existence fascinating. And still, you can't stop. Not now. Not when black is hitting like a divine war drum. You shove the entire stack forward. Over $800,000 on a single spin. Oxygen disappears from the room. The wheel turns. The ball spins, rattles, smacks the diamond ridge with a nauseating click, and dances along the edge. Time slows to syrup. Your vision tunnels. Click. Click. Then, drop. Black. Just like that, $100 becomes over $1 million. Your head spins. You've bent probability until it whimpered. And this time, you walk away. You scoop your chips, steady your shaking hands, and cash out. No victory lap, no encore. You leave while the universe still likes you. You exit the casino a millionaire. Life permanently rewritten. The influencer. You start by posting painfully cringe TikToks from your bedroom. Lip syncs, recycled trends, fake story times, anything that might scrape views. At first it's just your cousin and a few suspicious bots liking your content, but you stay consistent. Slowly, the numbers creep upward. Then one morning, brands invade your inbox. Your first deal? A print-on-demand t-shirt company selling knockoff Kermit the Frog merch. The shirts are trash. Thin, itchy, shrink in the wash. But you sell them as limited edition, high-quality streetwear with a straight face. And it works. One video clears $10,000. From there, it's a conveyor belt. Post, grow, promote, smile, blue light glasses, fake supplements. Drop-shipped everything. And honestly, you don't feel guilty. If people are buying it, that's their choice. You're not scamming. You're converting attention. You're just playing the game better than most. One of one being the best in the world, or even top 100, top 1,000 depending on the field, is a guaranteed path to money. But the ceiling varies wildly. Take LeBron James, the undisputed GOAT of basketball. In 2024 alone, he made over $47 million from his NBA contract, and another $70+ million from sponsorships and off-court ventures. Over $100 million in a single year just for being the greatest to ever touch the game. And no, Jordan isn't close in modern earning power. Now contrast that with Poole. Consider Efren Reyes, widely regarded as the best to ever do it. His estimated net worth? Around $2 million. Still elite, still legendary, but nowhere near 9 figures annually. The difference isn't skill, it's scale. It's how much money the ecosystem produces and how well the individual can monetize it. Every story here circles the same uncomfortable truth. Money doesn't care about effort, fairness, or virtue. It follows leverage, attention, timing, scarcity, scale, or sheer insanity. Some win by discipline, some by deception, some by being irreplaceable, and some by knowing exactly when to walk away. The real flex isn't getting rich, it's understanding why it worked, and whether you could survive if it all vanished tomorrow.